review meetings. This is our product page, and let's begin our sprint review. So our goal from last week was to add effective start date to ensure data integrity. This was the major decision came out last week that we decided not to store email body, but instead we will add an effective start date to categories and tags. The second goal is to make sure the categories are configurable so that it's easier to add more categories in the future. However, both goals were not achieved in this sprint because we have conflict in the PR and it's difficult to solve at the moment. But we did manage to merge one PR in the end. And this sprint was 1 week, and this is the time spent on the project. And let's have a look at the PBIs in this sprint. So first we have done removing the MIT license from our Git history. And we've also drafted a Microsoft email asking whether there's a dedicated endpoint to access former employees' email message. And we've also added a screenshot of the EagleEye CLI on the product page. And of course, we have also uploaded the YouTube video onto our YouTube channel. Any questions so far, Adam?
No, it's not good.
That's good. And we've got one product page deployment this week, and all the job executions in the past 7 days are looking good. And here's a high-level summary of our Epic progress.
Sorry, can I see who's been using it?
Okay, the report.
Yes, so the one report or many reports?
This is
All reports?
There's just one report, I believe.
yeah, one report.
Okay. I'll probably show all reports, but that's okay. So basically, Piers is on the team, so he's not relevant. So I'm the biggest user of it.
Yes.
And Levi and Costa.
By Costa.
And Stefan. Okay, good.
All right. So on the Epic progress, we are focusing to close the prevent data loss when people leave the company. And we are working on in progress with the configuration, making categories and tag both generic. And next focus will be on the performance metric coming out from the manager's retreat. So that will be adding more categories and tags in the report.
Right. So is the second one the one to remove the hard-coded stuff?
Correct.
Okay.
And once that's all done, we will be focusing on setting up a customer instance with Azure. And then we will be looking at adding an extra data source from GitHub pull request.
Right. Okay.
So that's the roadmap. Do we jump into the retro?
Sure.
Sure. So what went well? Finally, we've got MIT license removed from the Git history. And starting from June, I'll be working full-time on EagleEye. So there's more time for me. And then we will extend our 1 week sprint to 2 week sprint starting next sprint. So thanks to PS, we have very organized roadmap improvement in the backlog during the backlog refinement meeting.
That's thanks to the whole team. Oh, that's me. Yeah.
And now categories are configurable and should be easier to add in the future. So what can be improved? PR conflicts. We had PR conflicts and didn't see that coming during the planning. Otherwise, we will have be more organized in that manner. So we came out. We're gonna discuss the solution in the next refinement meeting. So, but another things can be improved is Luke will be only working 2 days a week starting next week.
He's doing 3 days a week on reports. Okay.
And brilliant ideas to share. Piers made this little roadmap summary video. I think personally, I think it's a very good. So check out the video. It's very clearly explained the roadmaps. And we're going to add a temporal table to the config.
Okay. Just a small thing on that last URL there. Delete everything after the question mark and including the question mark.
This is already sent.
Oh.
But in the future,
The next one, yeah.
So that's the retro. Any questions?
That's excellent.
Okay. So let's jump into the planning. So our sprint goal is to complete the data integrity PDI. So that's adding the effective date and to categories and tags. And we need to make both categories and tag configurable. And next sprint is 2 weeks. So here are the PBIs that we're going to do. So we already started 2 PBIs that are in progress. So the third one is to make tags configurable. And we're going to do a work. Next is we're going to do a work layout on the email subject so that we can investigate what categories, what other categories we can do. And we're going to use temporal tables for categories and tags. And next sprint, we're going to add a new tag. It's about as per our conversation. Any questions on the backlog?
Very good.
Okay, good. And I guess that's all for our sprint meeting. And of course, we will upload this video onto our YouTube channel. So for anyone's watching this video, if you got any ideas or feedback, feel free to comment below in the video section.
Awesome.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.